The forge is located at the top of the volcano on Ginger Island, and it allows you to upgrade weapons, enchant tools, combine rings, and change weapon appearances. This is also the location that you make the Infinity Blade, the Infinity Gavel, and the Infinity Dagger, the 3 most powerful weapons in the game, just added with this new update. In this video, we're going to talk about how you can use the forge to take your Stardew Valley game to the next level. If this video helps you guys out, please consider subscribing, or I do stream live at twitch.tv/UnsurpassableZ. Also, if you need help navigating the volcano mines in the first place just to get to the forge, I made a video on that yesterday, so check that out in the top right. You have the ability to improve any sword, hammer, or dagger by bringing it to the forge. All you'll need are some cinder shards found within the volcano mine and some common gems. There are 6 effects in total: increasing knockback, increasing critical hit chance, increasing weapon speed, increasing critical hit damage, increasing base damage, and increasing defense. You can upgrade your weapon 3 times, first for 10 cinder shards, then for 15, and then for 20. Each individual upgrade also requires the respective gem of the upgrade that you want to add. You can mix and match effects, or you can put all of your upgrades into one effect. For example, if you wanted to have a sword with slightly more knockback, damage, and speed, you would need 1 amethyst, 1 ruby, 1 emerald, and 45 cinder shards. You could also create a weapon for 3 amethysts and 45 cinder shards that has a ridiculous amount of knockback on it. And when I say ridiculous, I mean ridiculous. I had trouble finding an area big enough to even show off just how much knockback this sword had after it had been enchanted. I also noticed that during my testing, increasing the speed on the Galaxy sword doesn't make it feel much faster, since it already swings really fast. However, if you increase the speed on a hammer, it makes a big difference. You can almost use the hammer like a sword at the highest level. Finally, if you want to save on some resources, you can simply add a diamond to the forge that will fill up all remaining spots with random upgrades at the cost of only 10 cinder shards. You also have the ability to add a random enchantment to any weapon or tool, except for the pan, return scepter, scythe, or slingshot. This comes at the cost of 20 cinder shards and 1 prismatic shard. Even though you can't control which enchantment your item gets, and each item can only have 1 enchantment, you can repeat the enchanting process with another 20 cinder shards and another prismatic shard to re-randomize it. There are 5 total enchantments that can be applied to melee weapons, 4 of which are combat-based. Artful provides a 50% cooldown on special moves, such as the sword's block, the club's ground pound, or the dagger's rapid stab. Bug Killer deals double damage to bugs and allows you to kill armored bugs. Crusader deals 50% more damage to the undead or shadows, and it prevents mummies from reviving. Vampiric gives a chance to regain some health every time you land a hit, and Haymaker gives any melee weapon a 50% chance of dropping a fiber and a 33% chance of dropping hay when cutting weeds. There are 11 remaining enchantments that can be applied to your other tools. Auto Hook is for the fishing rod, and it automatically hooks fish when they bite, so you don't have to click after the exclamation point shows up anymore. Archaeologist is for the hoe, and it provides a double chance of finding artifacts in artifact spots instead of trash like stone or clay. Bottomless is for the watering can, and it gives the can infinite water, which can be particularly useful on the new beach map. Efficient is for the axe, fishing rod, hoe, pickaxe, or watering can, and it prevents the tool from draining your stamina when used. Generous is for the hoe, and it provides a 50% chance of receiving a double item from digging. Master is for the fishing rod, and it gives an extra fishing level to the player when being used. Powerful is for the axe or pickaxe, and it provides an extra power level. Preserving is for the fishing rod, and it gives a 50% chance that bait and tackle aren't consumed on use. Reaching is for the iridium hoe or iridium watering can, and it allows for an increased area of impact, affecting an entire 5x5 square. Shaving is for the axe, and it gives a chance of extra wood from trees, hardwood from stumps, and even extra produce from giant crops. And finally, Swift is for the axe, pickaxe, or hoe, and it makes your tool faster. When testing, I found that restarting the day does not change what effect you will get on a weapon or tool, nor does waiting another day. You'll have to either enchant a different weapon first, re-enchant the same item until you get what you want, or give your tool to a friend and have them try enchanting it for you. The last strategy is very useful if you are limited on prismatic shards but want a particular enchantment. Another feature of the forge is its ability to combine rings. For 20 cinder shards, you can put 2 different rings into the forge, and 1 ring with both effects will be produced. You can't combine 2 of the same ring, but you can combine 2 different rings that have the same effect, like a glow ring and a glowstone ring, in which case their effects would stack just like if you wore them both at the same time normally. Also, once a ring has been combined, you cannot combine it further to result in a single ring with 3 effects. Another forge feature that I thought was unique was the ability to combine the stats of one weapon with the appearance of another. Put the weapon with the good stats in first, then the pretty weapon second, and simply combine for 10 cinder shards. The weapons need to be the same type, so for example you can't merge a dagger with a hammer, and the second weapon is consumed. If you want to remove any of the forge effects, you can put the weapon back into the forge and hit this little X. It doesn't cost anything, but you won't get your cinder shards or gems back, and the appearance is reset. You can also uncombine rings in the same way and get your 2 original rings back, but again, you'll lose your original cinder shards. The final thing to touch on is the new best weapons in the game, which are created at the Forge. These are made by combining the Galaxy weapons with 60 cinder shards and 3 Galaxy souls from Key's shop. A Galaxy sword will create the Infinity Blade, a Galaxy hammer will create the Infinity Gavel, and a Galaxy dagger will create the Infinity Dagger. There currently exists no footage of these weapons, but I was able to find one screenshot of the Infinity Blade. So that is everything you need to know about the Forge to take your Stardew game to the next level. Remember, if this video was helpful, please consider subscribing, or I do stream live at twitch.tv/UnsurpassableZ. That's all I have for this time though. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.